What is going on, my friends? Welcome to another great episode of the Arrington Gavin Show. I'm your guy, your friend, your homie, Arrington Gavin, coming to you with another great conversation. Here we discuss trending news, thought provoking topics from the fields of politics, sports, pop culture, and so much more. Look, I want to thank you all for those who continue to support the platform, who continue to support the show. I would not be able to do this without you. I truly appreciate the support. For those who are new to the show, this is simply just a conversation where I bring up stuff that's trending, stuff that's really not actually getting attention. I also provide, interviews with people from all walks of life when it comes to politics, whether in or entertainment, sports, community activism work. I mean, you name it, we speak with everybody, and it's always so dope because for me, I always believe that people we learn so much within a conversation. America, society itself, they're missing is just a conversation because there's so much wrong happening in the world and there's so much wrong that gets publicized. But if we could all just have a sit down conversation, we Gucci. You know what I mean? We Gucci. So this is episode 118, 118. Time, like I say all the time flies by so fast. Um, New episodes of the Arrington Gavin show drops every as of right now every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Now we're gonna be making an adjustment on our scheduling really soon. We'll make an announcement on our social media about that. But New episodes Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. You see it scrolling down at the ticker at the bottom of the screen. If you are watching, and if you're listening to me right now, hey, look, those episodes, we have our podcast version that will drop every on those exact days at 10 a.m. wherever you listen to your podcast, whether that's iHeart, Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast, you can tune in. The new episodes will drop on those exact days that I said earlier, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 10 a.m. Okay, for the time being, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 10 a.m. If you prefer to watch the video version, those episodes will drop on those exact same days at 5 p.m. Okay, at 5 p.m. on our YouTube channel, R Smooth Club Media. Okay, R Smooth Club Media, on Facebook at R Smooth Club Podcast, or RSC Media on X, and also on Rumble at the Arrington Gavin Show. All right, and one other thing too, reruns of the show airs Saturdays and Sundays on ESPTV on Facebook, as well as ErnestSmithProductions.com. We truly appreciate the fact that we're continue to grow, get in front of more listeners, get in front of more eyes, and listen in more ears. So we truly appreciate the growth. For those who want to continue to support the show even more, I have my Cash App at the bottom. Now I'm not asking for a whole lot of money. Hey, if you want to donate a penny, 10 cents, a dollar, hey, it will add up because we are a grassroots and independent program, and just simply trying to bring great content that you all are missing. Okay, because as you see, mainstream media is going to continue to push a narrative. Social media as well is going to push a narrative, but my platform, we're going to try and change the narrative. Okay, we want to change the narrative. We want to show all the positive things that occur and not the evil things that occur. So just wanted to put that out there. Also want to shout out our supporters of the Arrington Gavin Show, Ingenious Gin. Ingenious Gin is a black-owned, veteran-owned gin spirit brand. It's a rose gold colored gin. Like I told you, I am a brown a supporter when it comes to whiskey, bourbon. I'm a tequila lover, but gin has never really been my preference until now. Want to shout out Reggie and Lawrence, who are part owners of Ingenious Gin. It's a great gin. You can drink it straight on ice as a mixture. It is dope. For more information, go to their website, ingeniousgin.com. Okay, www.ingeniousgin.com, or check out your local spirit stores or ABC stores and grab yourself a bottle of Ingenious Gin. It is smooth, it's great, it's dope. I highly recommend. Also, Bernardo's Menswear. Okay, Bernardo's Menswear. If you want to keep looking sharp and swagged out, I highly recommend to check out Bernardo's Menswear. He's a good friend of mine, Mr. Bernardo Johnson. If you are in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area, then you need to head to the MacArthur Mall in Norfolk, Virginia, located in the heart of downtown Norfolk. On the first floor, MacArthur Mall, on the first floor, Bernardo's Menswear. He has suits, great button-up shirts, business casual, just a regular, just you know, casual day, laid back, and also amazing line of shoes. So I highly recommend again to go to Bernardo's Menswear. If you're not in the Hampton Roads area, guess what? You can shop online at his website www.bernardosmenswear.com. And lastly, there we go. Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Rugged is the new smooth with 17 scented beard balms and beard oils. They are the premier men's grooming line that will help uh, uh, enhance and take care of your facial hair care needs as well as your skin. I am a client. I am also the founder. Okay, but it's a great brand. You can go to our website at ruggedevo.com. You can shop on there as well as on Walmart online, Amazon, Etsy, and We Buy Black. We continue to grow the platform on that side. You can go on our social medias at Rugged Evo on IG or Rugged Evolution Beard Care on Facebook. So we truly appreciate it. All right, let's get it going with the show. So a lot to discuss, a lot to unpack today. We're gonna be going over. We're gonna be going over. Um, let's see. Well, we got comedian Rob Schneider slams Will Smith. Okay, he goes ham on him on an radio interview. We have Joey Chestnut, the Nathan's hot dog. He's a Tom Brady of hot dog eating competitions, and he's banned from the upcoming Nathan's hot dog eating contest. So you probably like, why? Well, we will impact that, as well as the superintendent was racially attacked during a graduation. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about it, and we're also gonna follow up about what do we have going on here? We have that, we have this, and oh, and on a sad note, y'all, I have it here in my notes. On a sad note, we sadly to announce the passing of basketball legend Jerry West. He died at the age of 86. Um, Jerry West was a basketball legend. When I tell you legend, he served as not just a player, but his nickname was the logo. Okay, the logo, in reference of being the basis of the NBA logo, Mr. Clutch. Okay, he was a basketball executive. He was reading a little bit on his bio right here as we speak. He was known for the famous buzzer beater, the 60-foot shot that tied game 3 of the 1970 NBA Finals against the New York Knicks. Mr. Outstanding, in a reference to his perimeter play with the Los Angeles Lakers, and Zeke from Cabin Creek, for the creek near his birthplace of Chelan, West Virginia. West played as a small forward early in his career. He was a standout at his high school, East Bank High School. Then he went on to play at West Virginia University, where he held the Mountaineers to the 1959 NCAA championship game. He earned the NCAA Final Four Most Outstanding Player. Despite the loss of the championship, he embarked on a 14-year career with the Los Angeles Lakers. Was the co-captain of the 1960 U.S. Olympic gold medal team, a squad that was inducted as a unit in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2010. Now, in 2024, he was inducted. He was inducted in the Hall of Fame as a contributor to the sport as an executive and consultant. He served 3 years as the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, 18 years as a GM. He truly was, just to read some more, NBA Finals MVP in 1969. Won a championship in 1972. This is all as a player, by the way. 14-time NBA All-Star. So throughout his whole career, he played in the All-Stars. Let's see here. NBA scoring champion 1970, NBA assist leader 1972, the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2019, and as an executive, he was an 8-time NBA champion 98. Excuse me, 1980, 1982, 1985, 87, 88, 2000, 2015, and 2017, as well as a 2-time executive of the year 95 and 2004. Basketball, when I tell you, Jerry West was that guy. If you saw him anywhere nearby, that is NBA royalty. Okay, sports royalty, not even NBA, but just sports royalty. As a whole, his name has so much history with the game of basketball. I actually have a video to bring up just him speaking about his career as a player. Hold tight, my friends, as I pull that up for you. Let me get that going for you all.
Was not afraid. And today, again, I was getting at the players that are drafted today, and everyone, competitive people, the word dogs comes up a lot. That guy's a dog. That guy, well, I was a wolf, okay? I used to eat dogs. That's who I am, but I was not afraid. And today, again, I was getting at the players that are drafted today, and everyone, competitive people, the word dogs comes up a lot. That guy's a dog. That guy, well, I was a wolf, okay? I used to eat dogs. That's who I am.
The word dogs come a lot in the style of play. The word dog comes a lot, which is true. I use it a lot when I be like, "Oh, my man, that dude's a dog, man. He's a dog," meaning he is tough as nails. He is the ish. Like that's what that term is called now. But Jerry West said it with so much swag. That man said, "I hear dog a lot. I hear that in the style of play. Well, guess what? I was a wolf. Okay, I used to eat dogs. Like, wow. Okay, what a man, a wolf. Okay, I'm gonna start using. I don't even want to say dog anymore. Like, Joe, you a dog? No, I'm a wolf. I eat dogs. Like, how gangster is that, right? So I just wanted to, bring that up. Shout out, thoughts and prayers to the West family. Jerry West, again, a true legend. Jerry West, basketball legend, died at the age of 86. There hasn't been any information on the cause of death, but he truly was just a legend in sports, not only in basketball, but a legend in sports. 14 time, 14 time All-Star, played 14 years as a player. 3 years he coached the Lakers. 18 of those years, 18 years at as an exec, as a GM. He was a highly accomplished individual, and like I said, he was, to my knowledge, he was still the GM till this very moment at the age of 86, which again is also unheard of. So I just want to, thoughts and prayers, for the Laker Nation out there, for those strong Laker fans, as well as the West family and the Lakers organization. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. Don't go anywhere, and do me a favor, do not change that dial. We'll be back.
Become a man of distinction with Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Order our scented beard oils and beard balms to help you maintain and grow the perfect beard. Order today. Try our men's care products like the full body exfoliating cleansing bars, body wash, smooth stash, and more. Log on to our website or download our app to place your orders. Rugged Evolution Beard Care. We're your luxury but affordable men's care line. And remember,
rugged is the new smooth.
What is going on, y'all? Welcome back here to the Arrington Gavin show. Look, on our next story to discuss, comedian Rob Schneider. That's right. You can do it, Rob Schneider. The guy that Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo Rob Schneider. The Rob Schneider that was probably a featured actor in majority of Adam Sandler's films. Rob Schneider. Actually had the opportunity to go to one of Rob Schneider's comedy shows over in Norfolk at a historic theater. And this was pretty recent. This was maybe like last year, or was it last year? Yes, it was last year. And I'll be honest, and I love going to stand-up comedy shows, right? I truly believe like comedians have like the card to be unfiltered, most unfiltered. I don't believe in cancel culture. I don't like it. I think people are extremely sensitive nowadays when it comes to jokes and things like that. So I do think that comedians should always just have that riff to say whatever the hell they want to do, especially, you know, hey, you the stage is yours. Go ahead, do what you want to do. But Rob Schneider has, I would say, in the last 3 years, maybe a little more than that, he has been very vocal about his political beliefs, which, hey, you know, which is cool. You know, I'm a person that respect other people's opinions. I've told you before, I'm a registered independent. I'm friends with everybody. So when it comes to your political, you can say whatever you want. But Rob, the reason why it's been kind of annoying with Rob Schneider is the fact that he has used it as a branding push, because Rob, a lot of his jokes involve him working with Adam Sandler, him being friends with Adam Sandler. That's a lot of his jokes. Now, okay, he sees that I'm gonna start going in the political realm, and I'm gonna always speak on my political beliefs, which other comedians do. Wanda Sykes, who I'm a huge fan of, she speaks a lot about her political beliefs. She's very left leaning. Rob is not. Rob is very right leaning. Now, he has publicly, I think, endorsed independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy, which, as you know, a vote for an independent is always gonna grab away votes from the Democratic side. So it's pretty much a win for who else? Donald Trump, who he has also supported. But Rob Schneider has been on this whole realm of like, he goes pretty ham when it comes to politics. He's had people in the audience that like I said, I was at one of his shows where some people walked out. Stand-up wise, he was, you know, all right, had some good jokes, but Rob is just a guy that's, to me, trying to whatever he can do to grab attention, because like I said, it's Rob Schneider. You know him from Grown Ups, you know, like I'm sorry, but like he has made a career, in my opinion, as one of the go-tos that you're gonna see in an Adam Sandler film. All right. That's just me. Now I've watched he had a recent show on Netflix that was like a reality based sitcom. I think it was on for like 2 or 3 seasons. It was alright, in my opinion. It was alright. I watched it, but it was alright because I wanted to really like dig deep and like, okay, trying to find the humor. Like a lot of his jokes were just like, eh. But anyway, I say all that to say Rob Schneider was on an interview recently and he just slammed the hell out of Will Smith. Let's see right here. I'm trying to, in a recent radio interview, Rob Schneider calls Will Smith an a-hole and a fraud as he rants over the Oscars slap. Now, it's been about 2 years since that infamous slap. But obviously, Rob Schneider, he had some more to say with it, because he was an elected. Rob Schneider, he said he was an elected SAG official at the time, but on recently on the Kyle and Jackie O show, he let it rip, branding that actor was a, I can't say some of the words, but saying he exposed himself as an a-hole, which he really is. Rob called the slap a deep, dark thing for Will to do on a worldwide stage like the Academy Awards, and especially to Chris Rock, who, if you can't remember, Chris Rock and Rob Schneider has worked for, I believe, 2 movies, the Grown Ups movies. They worked, and I might be forgetting another one, but they were co-stars along in the film Grown Ups. Very successful film, which Rob Schneider hailed Chris as one of the greatest comedians of our generation. So it tells you the relationship that they have. Host Jackie O was shocked, saying Will was super nice when she met him, but Rob shut her down, insisting it was all an act, branding Will a liar and a complete fraud. Rob then added Chris joke, a mild one in his opinion, about Will's wife was simply no excuse for the kind of violence. Smith went to the SNAG best, as you know, he won the award of that same night when he slapped Chris Rock. And Rob claims the Academy was too busy tiptoeing around political correctness to take immediate action. I don't think that was the case. I think, for one, it was a live show. Okay, it was a live show. The Academy's never witnessed anything like that ever in their history of the freaking Academy Awards, so they didn't know what to do. So you know what they just said? Continue the show, and then they took care of that after the show was over, which they did. They banned Will Smith for the next 10 years from the award show. He's no longer he can still be nominated to my knowledge, but he's no longer welcome for the next 10 years. He's banned for the next 10 years. So a week post slap, the Academy gave, yes, they mentioned the 10-year ban. But the big question remains, how would this affect his Hollywood standing? Now, I spoke a little bit on the last episode about Will's impact. If you are a true Will Smith fan of his craft as an actor, as an entertainer, you're going to support him. Whichever new project comes about, you're going to support him. Myself, I lost respect for him after the slap, but they didn't stop me from seeing his films. I saw Bad Boys. I loved it. It was a great movie. So does that mean I'm in support of his actions? No, I'm not. But I will say we do have to learn how to. Obviously, people separate the artist from the individual, but it still is. It's tough because even though it's totally different situations, but R. Kelly, as much as people love his music, you obviously don't love the individual. But for me, I can't listen to both. I mean, I can't listen to the music and be a fan. Obviously I'm not a fan, but I can't listen to the music after what he done. I just can't. And it happens to a lot of artists. It can be very difficult, especially if you're a true fan, because like the Bill Cosby, how many people love the Cosby Show? You love it, and it's difficult, but you just always have to put on the blinder, like, hey, look, this is a character, but the person outside of it, no respect. So, I'll bring up the video. I think I have a clip of Rob Schneider ranting about Will Smith. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you all.
Is a twat.
Oh, I
And
like him.
Will Smith has been hiding the fact of who he really is, and it was exposed that night. And he's really an asshole. But I wasn't allowed to say anything at that time because we were part of the committee that was supposed to punish him.
Will Smith is like, for me, when I met him, right? I always say,
like the nicest,
yes,
most wonderful. He's a liar, complete, utter fraud.
So, ouch! Do you hear that? I mean, Complete utter fraud is what comedian Rob Schneider said. Now, I would say this. I'm a person that I think it's tacky to to talk about an individual personally in the public eye. Okay? To me it's extremely tacky, especially, you know, not when they can, especially when they can't defend themselves. Like that was a really punk move for Rob Schneider, because Rob Schneider said some mad like ish right there. Like he really went ham on Will Smith. But guess what? Will Smith was nowhere near Rob Schneider. So Rob Schneider like, I can say whatever the hell I want to say. Like Rob is on this. I'm telling you, ever since he made this whole transition of, you know, speaking about his political views, he's like thinks he can say whatever he wants now, right? He thinks he can say whatever he wants, and you can. That's America, right? Freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want. But I think for one, he spoke as a person that's in team, you know, a member of Team Chris Rock, just like Chris Rock's brother. A guy who is, I wouldn't consider an A-lister. He maybe a B minus lister, C plus right now, lister. So you know, it's like the misfits talking about the cool crew. He's like he's a liar, he's a fraud. Like Rob Schneider and Will Smith probably the same age. Look who looks in better shape, you know, better looking, like between it, you know what I mean? Like it's just Rob just don't like him. He probably never liked him beforehand, right? He never did. So yeah, comedian Rob Schneider, I don't know how much of an impact that will be, because you know Stephen A. Smith has spoke his piece. I gave my thoughts on that on the last show. Now you see comedian Rob Schneider. We will see. I don't know if there's gonna be more entertainers that will give their 2 cents on the whole, how they should respond, how they should what's the word I'm looking for? How they should embrace Will Smith post slap. Has been almost 2 years. So should we completely forget about it? You know, is America gonna hold a grudge? Should we really keep him accountable to apologize publicly and one-on-one to Chris Rock? We don't know. But we will see. Moving on, ladies and gents, to another story that I thought was fairly interesting. Joey Chestnut. So a lot of y'all might not know this, but majority of my family is from New York. The Big Apple. Love New York. Diehard Knicks fan, diehard Yankees fan. I support the Islanders and the Rangers. The only squad I really don't support in New York is the Giants. But hey, if they made it far, I'll root for them. But I love New York. I love it. Love the culture, love the food, love the atmosphere. I know they get a lot of bad reps in the public eye now because of crime and cost and immigration stuff. But it's a beautiful city. It's I love it. Anyway, New York always has at Long Island. I believe it's in Long Island. Coney Island, the Nathan's hot dog competition. It's always held, I believe, on Labor Day weekend. And my family and I, we've always watched it. My mom she hurls when she's watching, because it's a gross competition. Like it's a bunch of guys dipping hot dog bread in water and just shoving like it's pretty gross. They've had competitions where whoever drinks a gallon of lemonade the fastest wins. Like it's a very unhealthy very unhealthy competition. But Joey Chestnut is a man who has been the reigning champ for quite some time. Let me pull up his stat real quick. Joey is ranked first in the World Major League of Eating. He's 40 years old. He is a 16-time Nathan's hot dog eating champion. You hear me? 16 times he's won. I want to kind of see in. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so it says here he's eaten 66 hot dogs and buns in 12 minutes. Um, he's really consumed either between 54 and 66. Excuse me, 69. Jesus Christ, hold on. Uh 70 in 2016 he consumed 70 hot dogs. In 2020 he consumed 75. That's really disgusting. That's really disgusting. But so anyway, the man can eat. The man can eat. I actually, side note, I done a report, guys, on competitive eating. I don't think it was on Joey Chestnut uh personally, but it was on competitive eating. And one thing that I've read about is like the day of the competition, they drink like a gallon of water and they also eat like a whole thing of lettuce so they can just expand their stomach because they know they're about to put a lot of food in. It's intense. It's very intense. Let's see some of the world record. Okay, he also in 2017 he held the world record for chicken wings, consuming 182 chicken wings in 30 minutes. Um Crystal hamburgers, 103 crystal hamburgers. Kolaches, 56 sausage and cheese kolaches. Pulled pork sandwiches, 45. This is all in 2007. So the man can put down some food. So the interesting thing that occurred recently was that it was shown on the news and spoken on the news that he was going to be banned from the upcoming Nathan's hot dog eating contest. And I'm just like, wait, what? So this is reported by NPR News, the country's most notorious hot dog eating contest is moving forward without its star stomach. After 16-time champion Joey Jaws Chestnut was banned for inking a deal with a company that makes plant-based franks. So that's a competitor to Nathan's because Nathan's is all about all natural beef. This company is obviously the opposite, plant-based. Organizers of Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest said Tuesday that they banned Chestnut from the July 4th event after he signed an endorsement deal with the Impossible Foods, which recently launched a new marketing campaign, specially targeting meat eaters. The MLE, which is the Major League Eating, the organization that oversees professional competitive eating events, including but not limited to hot dogs, said in a statement that Chestnut has chosen to represent a rival brand rather than compete in its storied Coney Island contest. For nearly 2 decades, we have worked under the same basic hot dog exclusivity provisions. The statement said, however, it seems that Joey and his managers have prioritized a new partnership with a different hot dog brand over our long-time relationship now. Chestnut, who has demolished over 1,000 hot dogs in a contest since his quest for Coney Island dominance began in 2005. Wow. Social media that he was gutted to learn from the media about the ban. I love competing in the event. I love celebrating America with my fans all over the great country on the 4th, and I have been training to defend my title, Chestnut said, adding that the decision by MLE and Nathan's with deprive the great fans of the holidays' usual joy and entertainment. He said he does not have a contract with MLE or Nathan's Famous and accused them of looking to change the rules from the past years as it relates to other partners I can't work with. So basically, Joey Chestnut requested if he could still compete, but if he can eat the plant-based hot dogs. Now, your question is going to be, okay, does that if all of the amount of beef hot dogs that they provide, is it obviously it will be a different in weight because one's beef is a little heavier than plant-based, I'm assuming. I don't know, like what would there be an advantage or a disadvantage for Joey We don't know. When asked about the response, when asked about Chestnut's response, MLE's chair and co-founder George Shea told NPR over email, "I literally do not know what he is talking about." Nathan's did not respond to a request for comment. Impossible appears to be trying to stay out of the beef. So that being said, y'all, we're not going to see Joey Chestnut compete in the hot dog eating competition. But here's an interesting thing. He has decided to to have still compete, but just not going to be at Nathan's. So check this out. Let me go ahead and pull this story for you all. For those who watch, you'll be able to read the graphic, or read the article. Excuse me, reported by Variety. Joey Chestnut versus Kobayashi hot dog eating contest set by Netflix after Nathan's ban the 16-time champ. So, which I think is pretty awesome, guys. Netflix is starting to do a lot of pay-per-view events. Their first pay-per-view event is going to be between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson in a boxing match, right? So before that they've had live specials, mostly comedy specials, but this is going to be another major special. So, reported by Variety says, grab your ketchup and mustard because the mother of all hot dog eating contests is here. Joey Chestnut and Takeru Kobayashi, two of the world's most famous competitive eaters, will participate in the ultimate hot dog eating contest live on Netflix on Labor Day. The location and specific timing for the September 2nd event will be announced later at a date titled Chestnut versus Kobayashi Unfinished Beef. The two eaters will embark in a rematch that will determine the ultimate hot dog eating champion, in which the competitors will fight to eat the most all beef hot dogs, Netflix said in a release Wednesday. Now, here's my thing. They're set to eat whoever can eat the most all beef. Keyword key phrase all beef hot dogs. So is that a conflict of interest in Joey Chestnut's new deal with the Impossible Beef, whatever, the plant-based company? Like, what's up? Or was Joey just trying to like not be a part of Nathan's? Like, I'm getting a little confused here. So the news comes a day after Coney Island's iconic hot dog eating contest banned Chestnut from the year's competition after he signed a deal with the vegan hot dog brand Impossible Foods. Chestnut is a 16-time, as we've spoken of, 16-time Nathan's hot dog eating champion. He holds the world record after scarfing down 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Yuck. Yuck. Kobayashi is a 6-time Nathan's champ, winning 6 years in a row in the early 2000s. Chestnut defeated Kobayashi for the first time in 2007. The two had a fierce rivalry in the mid 2000s. They last faced off in 2009, which Chestnut emerged victorious. So it says here Kobayashi previously announced on the Netflix documentary Hack Your Health that he was retiring due to health concerns, and he has now reversed course. So should they both do plant-based? I'm curious about this, y'all. I'm very curious, but I will tune in September 2nd. It says here on Labor Day, I will be watching. I'm not really a big hot dog person. I used to be as a kid. I used to always, on my way on the road with family, if we're heading to New York and we'll stop in Jersey, we'll stop to a rest stop. And we would always stop to get a Nathan's hot dog. It was sauerkraut, onions, and mustard. Boom. That's all I got. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Recently, we were heading to New Jersey to lay my wonderful, loving grandmother to rest out in Jersey, where we have a lot of family members that is buried at a cemetery. We have like a family cemetery in Jersey. So while we were heading to Jersey, and I had my wife with me, and I'm like, well, we got to stop it. Let's get a hot dog. I haven't had a hot dog in forever, which is true. I never had a hot dog. I'll eat like a hot sausage or something, as a little cheat meal. Like, I just, it's delicious. But a hot dog, as I've never had the stomach for a hot dog anymore. But I said, this I'm gonna get a hot dog. I was hungry. Let me eat it. It wasn't that bad, but after I consumed it, I'm like, yeah, I don't need to eat hot dogs anymore. So I couldn't imagine eating 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Are you effing with me, man? Oh, that is bonkers. That is bonkers. But wanted to bring the story up because this is a quite unique case right here. You never knew it was tension happening in the competitive eating league, the world of competitive eating. We just knew, hey, Joey was the guy. He was a Tom Brady. I mean, 16 times. The man has a big stomach. Oh, also, fun fact, he is a very strong Trump supporter and has strong conservative views. So for all you Trump supporters out there, you got a world champ eater a part of your team. So congrats to you all. Let's go ahead and cut out of this one. And we're going to go to another commercial break. We have one more final story before the show, before we end this show. But let's see what we're going to do here. Yeah, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll come back here more on the Arrington Gavin show. So don't go anywhere. What's going on, people? So, this last story, man, I've had this on my notes for a while. I've been meaning to mention it on some previous shows. But there was and this was trending, by the way, because as you know, it was still like it's still pretty much graduation season, mostly with colleges and universities, but they already had like high school graduations. Well, over in Wisconsin, there was a graduation that was occurred, and there was an altercation that happened on the stage where a father of one of the graduates grabs and pushes a superintendent to the side so that his daughter would not shake his hand. Now, once I show you this video, for those who are watching, you'll catch what I'm trying to see, but I'll just say it right now for those who are listening. The superintendent was a black male. The parent was a white male. His daughter was white. All the rest of the members of the I believe of the school board was white, except for him, except for the superintendent. And she's shaking all their hands, and there's like, nope. So I'll read you a little bit first, and then I'll show a clip. But it says, high school superintendent from Wisconsin was involved in an altercation with a parent of a graduating senior, has broken their silence on the matter, stating that that any apology at this point isn't going to cut it. Hell yeah, I absolutely agree. Superintendent Rainey Briggs, who was present on stage during a controversial graduation ceremony at Baraboo High School, for a name like Baraboo. Okay, Baraboo, Baraboo. For those who have won the spelling bee competitions and stuff, let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. Please leave a comment if you want to help your boy out. Revealed that he had been contacted by the attorneys of the gentleman on who had pushed him on Monday with an informal apology from the father. However, it seems that the apology did not resonate well with Briggs. Attorneys, I don't want a freaking apology. Briggs expressed it to the Daily Mail that simply offering an apology doesn't erase the impact of the incident. An apology just doesn't make things go away. Briggs reportedly said he emphasized that Eddie's actions had caused significant harm for his forcibility, blocking him from shaking his daughter's hand on stage. It don't get more racist than that. Let's just be honest. We're in 2024. Your daughter's about to walk across the stage. She worked hard to graduate. She wants to go nice and smooth. Now, the father said, F my daughter's moment. Let me embarrass her. Let me acknowledge to everybody in the world that, hey, your daddy is one racist son of a gun. And I'm going to let the whole world know. In a world of people that are already on their phones online, man, you made a fool of the. Let me roll this clip real quick, y'all. And then I just 2024, we're still having this, by the way. 2024, we're still having this. Wait until this gets up. There we go.
Oh, excuse me. Where's Brendan? Where's Brendan?
Get away from me, bro.
No, don't.
Hey, no. Hey, you need to get. Hey.
That way, Michael. No. Where's Brendan?
So that's all I will show for those who are watching of that clip. So as you see, the daughter getting ready to walk across the stage. I mean, she was on the stage. She was shaking everybody's hand, and then all of a sudden, the man just grabs the guy and pushes him. And the superintendent's like, "You need to get off me. You need to get off me." I mean, like, y'all, this is the world that we live in. This is the world that we live in. This man's never did a thing to his daughter, but to congratulate her on her achievement. He was about to give your daughter praise. He was about to acknowledge that, hey, your daughter worked hard, and I want to wish her, and embark on an amazing future, when she goes to college, right? She did her thing, graduating from high school. I want to congratulate your daughter, and because of my color, you're gonna prevent me from just shaking your hand. She can keep it on, like. I mean, it's just the world we live in, y'all. And I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was in a much more of a country or state, but this was in Wisconsin. I never visited Wisconsin, so obviously Wisconsin, your man represented awful. Okay, that father represented poorly, and I hope that superintendent will continue to showcase the fact that, hey, look, an apology ain't gonna do it, bro. I'm sorry, you gotta do better than that. And I'm happy he said that. I'm happy he said that because, y'all, this is the world that we live in. This is the world that continues to, show that, hey, racism still exists. And I always wrestle the fact that, hey, look, is racism has it been better since back in the day? I mean, I guess you can say, hey, look, we there is no white side and black side. We can sit wherever we want on a bus. We can drink from the same water fountain, this and any other. But I mean, we're still to this day. There was a story that I've spoken about on the show recently. This happened actually in Virginia Beach, my hometown. Okay. It was a lady who had the money to afford the house of her dreams. And the lady, the previous owner, when she realized who the person that was buying her home, the seller said, I will not sell this to her because she is black. Even though she is a highly accomplished individual, she is paying cash money for this. She's meeting all the requirements. I will not let my home go to some person of black color. Okay? That is insane. That is ridiculous. But guess what? It's 2024 and we still hear stories like this. And for those who are saying, well, look, the mainstream media is just showing that's not the majority. It might not be, but guess what? One story to me is way too many to occur in a full state, a full country like the United States. I don't want to hear not a story. So the fact that if it's one solo story, I'm sick to my stomach about it. Okay. The fact that it's two stories, I'm sick to my stomach. If they gather up, this is happening in every state on in our country. Every state, all 50 states, it's happening. And it's so tiring the fact that we have to, and this is why, y'all, this is why I share my frustration about, I shared my frustration about Will Smith with the whole slap thing. Even though that was 2 years ago, you're like, Arrington, give it a rest. No, I'm not going to give it a rest because we try as black people so hard. We are continuing to push, and we're continuing to always work harder to prove the fact that, hey, look, we're just the same as you. We work hard. We get our hands dirty just like you. We put in the hard work just like you, sometimes even more. But it's just unfortunate the fact that so much stupid stuff happens to us. Like in a case like what happened at this graduation, or like in a case what happened when Will Smith slapped uh 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 Chris Rock. I mean, just stupid scenarios, man. I can't stand it. That's why here on this show, man, I want to continue to help change the narrative, right? You're not gonna be witnessing ratchetness here on the show, like the freaking reality TV shows that y'all watch that makes high ratings. I can't stand that. All you see is people fighting and cussing out each other and stuff like. No, we're here to have fun. We're here to stay informed. We're here to bring on great, informative, and entertaining conversations here on the Arrington Gavin Show. Y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope I didn't mean to kind of rant off, but when the spirit hit me, when the spirit hit me, it just, I can't stop. But y'all, be sure to stay tuned because I have some amazing news coming forth with you very, very, very soon. I'm very excited. And continue to support the Arrington Gavin Show. We are continue to grow. We are a grassroots independent media. We are growing every single step. Please share with a friend or family. Share our podcast, share our show, share our YouTube channel. Let's continue to grow. Also, tune into my weekly radio show in your city, which airs every Sunday on WNSB Hot 91.1 FM, the soul of VA, with my good friends, comedian Ciroc Fox and hustle queen Miss Michelle Young. We actually will be going more on a digital route soon. As you know, June 30th will be our last day on WNSB, which is not, it'll be bittersweet. We are very grateful for the opportunity, but we will continue to grow and build up a huge platform. So, like I said, be sure to continue to tune into some great stuff here on the Arrington Gavin Show. I will see you next time. And yeah, y'all stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out.